Good morning, viewers. A warm welcome to LSTV1. You are watching the Good Morning Gambia show live from our main studio at Lamen Karawan. My name is Ousainou Darboe, and as usual, I'm here with my two co-hosts, Amie Fadera and Bajen Camara. Bala may duga si programme bi de leen wax déwénati leen orne si jama julli si jama ñu ngi ñaan ori japa ak ñaani wa Amie, I can still see the quality glow on your face. And Bajen, ha! You people.
You don't glowing.
Anyways,
assalamu alaikum. Ñu ngi képp nga xamantene ya nga baye xel LSTV1 ci jamono ji dalalat leen benen yoon fi ci Good Morning Gambia. So today is a beautiful Wednesday morning. Dul doon tàdde julli korité di wax rek ne déwénati leen lañ ko fekkee at yu bari bari yàlla may ñu fan bu gudda gur gu yaram biñ fekk ko ay at yu bari bari ñaan yàlla mu nangul ñu ci koor yi ak ñaan yi nga xamante nag lañ def ci biir koor gi yàlla may ñu fekkee leen ay wéeri koor yu bari fii ci biir réew mi ñi nga xamante ne fekkee woon nañ ko fekkee wuñ ko ren yàlla xaare àjjana jégal leen seen i bàkkaar yi nga xamante ne nag fekke nañ ko waaye mënuñu koo célébrer ndig bi yàlla def leen teg feebar leen yàlla fëggal seen i bopp ñi nga xamante ne nag dañ am ay soxla mënuñu koo célébrer leen yàlla teggil soxla yi nga xamante ne nag moom lañ am ak bépp jafe-jafe di wax rek ne déwénati leen Bajen Camara
Amie sa ñaan tamit lan la sa ñaan tamit lan la
good morning
waa be Amie yëpp si yëpp nag
Eid Mubarak to everyone. Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the GMA show with Ousainou Darboe and Amie Fadera.
Comme niñ ko defee rek Amie Fadera, what do you have for us on the news?
Okay, thank you so much. Comme mu ngi koy defee saa yu nekk rek maa leen fi nekkal pour li nga xamante ne nag mooy newspaper review a quick one rek ñu tàmbalee ko ak yëglekaay bi di Standard newspaper. Top lawyer advises President Barrow to accept Dissent. Top lawyer Lamin J. Darboe has advised President Barrow to accept expression of dissenting views as integral to democracy, reacting to the social media furor that was generated after activist Madi Jabati accused the president of issuing a death threat to him on national television. Mr. Darboe commented, and I quote, "I hope the president is not thinking back. I hope we are not heading in that direction. You have to accept that you will be in this disagreement over some of the critical issues, and if that upsets you to that extent that you want to arrest and detain people, you can try, but I can tell you it will not work. The country has gone beyond that level. The president must accommodate dissenting views if that means people like Madi Jabate, yes. If that means other people in the constant position, yes. When people said there must be a limit to freedom of expression, we know those limits. When those limits are breached, everyone should know, everyone knows it, even the proponent of freedom of expression know that this one has crossed the red line. So don't try to justify your actions or base it on what we cannot tolerate this. We can tolerate it. These are just ideas. They are just words." Mr. Darboe said leaders do not like to be criticized, but this is a public life. It is going to be continuous. It is going to be acrimonious. You should face competing opinions, and people should come out and say what they think of your leadership. He said the Gambia is a very noisy country, and consequently criticisms must be expected. I wrote about this during the days of Yahya Jammeh, that those who intend to stay in the position of governance are going to have to deal with a lot of dissenting views, and they must be ready for that, he said. Asked whether he concurred with the calls for the president to apologize for his remarks, Darboe contended, "We are in a political arena," and Darboe contended, we are in a political arena that would not like kindly on apologists themselves. So I wouldn't want to put the president in that kind of corner. It is up to him if he wants to apologize. All I can say is that a mistake was made singling out an individual and saying that his behavior is not good enough. There are issues delaying underlying what Madi has said. Those are the driving issues. He urged the president to surround himself with people who have a high level of tolerance and who have manipulate multiple views. Barrow accuses activists of wanting to destabilize the country. President Adama Barrow has accused outspoken activist Madi Jabate of wanting to burn down the country and said his government will handle him. Addressing a meeting with Muslim elders at State House on Monday, the president also criticized Gambian media outfits for continuing to give platforms to Jabate, whose only interest, he alleged, is to incite chaos in the Gambia. The president also announced that he is ending government's long endurance against lawlessness perpetrated by individuals in the name of human rights. He stated, "There are individuals who girdle their waist and they are bent on criticizing my government in order to distract and bring disunity into this country, and one of them is Madi Jabate. He is among the people who want to set the country ablaze, and we should all be mindful of him. I have never stood on a platform and talked about him." He claimed he is from a civil society, but he is a civil society member whose only intention is to set the country on fire, and all journalists are giving him the platform. But they should know that whoever is aiding Madi Jabate, you are not helping the Gambia. As a government, we are very cautious of him, and we are going to take a stance because we will not sit and allow him to destabilize the country. Barrow charged buoyed by applause from his audience. Even the president respects the laws, and everyone should equally do so. They keep talking about human rights, but human rights does not only relate to government. We have seen individuals abusing people. Is that no violation of human rights? We cannot accept that, Barrow stated. The president's remark led a spirited debate online, with the majority of commentators accusing him of demonstrating dictatorial tendencies. However, the president's supporters said he spoke rightly to check Madi's instant victory. Jabate, a former president head of Tango, now heads the Westminster Foundation. Press Union rejects president's remark. The Gambia Press Union has rejected the President Barrow's aid remark, insinuating that the media is contributing to the destabilization of the country by giving platform to one of his leading critics. The union said the president stated accusing Gambian journalists of fomenting discord to burn the Gambia by giving a platform to Madi Jabate. Giving voices to those who hold the government account is fundamental to the media's watchdog role, which is guaranteed by the Gambian constitution, the union asserted. President Barrow has had in the past accused journalists of bias, and his supporters and State House staff have physically assaulted journalists in 2018 and 2021. We are reminding the president to uphold his responsibility to protect press freedom and freedom of expression as generated by the laws of the Gambia, unionist leader Mohamed Ba said. The union expressed its concern that the president's remark on Jabate could have the potential to stifle freedom of expression and speech. And now to the Fadera newspaper. Price falls soar yet again. The price of fuel has not been stable in the Gambia for the past 3 years, with a recent increment on Sunday, May 1st, 2022, the price for petrol soared from $65.39 to $69.52, while diesel rose from $61.00 to $64.78. In April 2022, the Ministry of Petroleum and Energy issued a press release stating that the main factor for fuel increment is due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Yet the president of the Gambia Transport Union, speaking to Fadera on a recent fuel increment in April, said whatever fuel prices increase in the country, it affects the business of commercial drivers. CISA said commercial drivers buy vehicle spare parts to maintain their vehicles and also incur expenses for daily meals, as well as pay rent and duties to government. He said all these expenses by drivers is hard for them and make them run at a loss in their businesses. And now to the last story in today's newspaper review. IEC endorses 14 ward council aspirants. The Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, on Friday, April 29, 2022, informed Fadera that they have endorsed the nomination of 14 candidates for the upcoming local government by-election scheduled for Saturday, May 14, 2022. Pursuant to Section 23 of the Local Governments Act, the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, hereby informs the general public that the following candidates have been duly nominated to contest in the local government by-election of the May 14, 2022. The IEC Director of Communication, Parmakankan, told Fadera the electoral body will conduct the council by-election in Marakisa Ward, Sanyang Ward, Bundung, 6 Johnson Ward, and London Corner Ward. In Sanyang Ward, Brikama Administrative Area, the following candidates were nominated: Lamin Bojang under the National People's Party ticket, and Boto Bojang under the United Democratic Party ticket. In Marakisa Ward, Brikama Administrative Area, the following candidates were nominated: Sidi Nyasi under the National People's Party ticket, Lamin Sambu on the United Democratic Party ticket, and Sukai Sanyang on an independent ticket. In London Corner Ward, Kanefing Administrative Area, the following candidates were nominated: Aji Statue J under the National People's Party ticket, Modu Lamin Kujabi under the People's Democratic Organization for Independence and Socialism DOI ticket, Ousainou Camara under the United Democratic Party ticket, Ousainou Allen on an independent ticket, Sheikh Manka under an independent ticket, and Abdul Wahab Gay under an independent ticket. In Bundung 6 Johnson Kanefing Administrative Area, the following candidates were nominated: Aliu B. Njai under the National People's Party ticket, Abubakar Silla under the People's Democratic Organization for Independence and Socialism ticket, and Maria Mandong under an independent ticket. I'll say that's it for today's newspaper review.
Thank you so much, Amie Fadera Bajen. What do you have for us to do?
Okay, the Gambia Football Federation, GFF congratulates striker Asante for firing FC Zurich to their first Swiss Super League title in 13 years following a 2-0 win at Closter's Challengers FC Basel today. Asante scored the first goal of the match with a looping header 5 minutes before the break with 72 points and just 4 matches remaining before the end of the season. Zurich, who has won the championship in year 2009, have an unaccessible 16-point lead. The last time Zurich won a title was in the domestic cup of the year 2017-18 season and had another Gambian who last won the championship in year 2009, had another Gambian in their ranks, Pamodu Jane, who played the whole match in a 2-1 final win over Young Boys of Ben. Cisse joined them former Lugano the following season. The former Gamtel striker is currently the second leading scorer in the division with 18 goals, just 4 behind United States attacker Jordan Pefok. He appeared in the vast majority of Zurich matches this season, playing in 31 and 32 games, starting 29 of them. And now to the international sports. Senegal punished by FIFA after Salah incident and crowd trouble in World Cup playoff win over Egypt. An eventual encounter in Dakar will not be replayed, but action is being taken by World's football governing body. FIFA have handed out punishments to Senegal on the back of a World Cup playoff crash with Egypt that saw Mohamed Salah targeted by lasers in the stands as he stepped up in a penalty shootout. The Liverpool forward proved his line from the sport as the Pharaohs saw their Qatar 2022 dream dashes in Dakar. World football's governing body has not taken things that far, with Senegal still leading to a global showpiece in the Middle East later this year, but sanctions are being put in place. World Cup 2022 in Qatar. The countdown is well and truly onto a global showpiece in the Middle East with some superstar performance eyeing up the ultimate prizes. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar will get underway on November 21st with superstar performers from across the planet readying themselves for a shoot at global glory in the Middle East. France have emerged victorious on Russian soil back in 2018, will be the defending champion, but a number of nations have their sight set on knocking the Blues from the lofties of perches. Why Guardiola is unlikely to ever coach in Spain again. The Man City boss returned to Madrid for the second time this season as he aims to draw out the noise that surrounds football in homeland. Pep Guardiola was given very little away ahead of Manchester City's mammoth Champions League crash with Real Madrid. The City coach has been fairly relaxed in recent years despite a constant run of big matches with each threatening to damage City's European and Premier League challenges, but going back to Spanish capital for the second time in 4 weeks. Guardiola has to be almost as careful with his approach of the pitch as he does on it. Ousmane Dembele transfer news today. Latest reports, rumors over Barcelona forward's future. Manchester United have put a contract offer to Barcelona winger Ousmane Dembele. Terms from transferred from the World Cup winning forward fall short of an approach from PSG through and remains to be seen where a France international will be plying his trade in 2022-2023. Ferran Torres has joked that he would kidnap teammate Ousmane Dembele in order to keep him at Barcelona. Ahead of Barca's European League crash with Eintracht Frankfurt, the Spanish international said, I would keep him in Barcelona. It's a good club, one of the best in the world. But there are things that are none of our business. It's his decision. Whatever he decides, I wish him all the best. Xavi said, I will sign Dembele's contract immediately. Barcelona coach says he would sign Ousmane Dembele's new contract if he could, adding that he could be the best winger in the world. I hope he can stay with us. Xavi to reporters, I have already said it and I have no problem repeating it again. We can be the best in the world. He can be the best in the world in his position. The club is working for the present and the future. Ousmane is an important footballer and I hope he decides to stay. I did sign his new contract immediately. I can only speak since I took charge and he is being exemplary in how he trains, his attitude, commitment and his involvement. I don't know how he was but I see him motivated, happy with a very winning character. It's not a surprise, but he did come to train on his day off. He's a great professional, and that's all we have for you today on the Wall of Sport. Back to Ya Ousai.
Thank you so much, Bajen.
Thank you.
And we'll move to what's on the internet. Yeah. Madi.
I hope you have interesting gist today.
I have this for you now. That is my work.
Hot gist.
I have this for you. Just relax. Let me start with Madi.
All right.
Madi Jabate. Madi Jabate said, public notice, my life is under threat. Out of a guilty conscience and under pressure, President Adama Barrow just threatened my life on national television today, Monday, 2nd May 2022 at State House. I hereby put all Gambians and relevant national and international bodies on notice. My life is currently in danger, threatened by the President of the Republic, Adama Barrow. From today, the safety and destruction of my life is in the hands of the President. I consider the President's remark as a death threat. The President has expressed in no uncertain terms, unequivocally, precisely and directly that he wants to eliminate me because he cannot take the heat coming from my uncompromising stance in holding him and his government accountable. He has already set a perfect but false scenario that I wish to burn down his country and therefore I should be handled. This means he has set the context and the pretext for a preemptive attack on my person. There is no doubt that his government is corrupt, inept, and dishonest that is dangerously undermining the peace, stability, unity, and the future of the Gambia. as a cover-up for his failure to respond to the urgent needs of the country, he has decided to dishonestly deflect issues by attacking a citizen and his constitutional rights. I hereby publicly notify the the National Human Rights Commission, the Gambia, that President Barrow has expressed his intention to seize and kill my rights, including my right to life, my right to personal liberty, my right to freedom and expression, and my right to political participation, and my duty to hold the state accountable. These are all rights and duties entrenched in the 1997 Constitution under Chapter 4. I wish to notify the Inspector General of Police to ensure a physical safety and security, including the safety of my home and my family, as a result of a presidential threat. I wish to put on notice the UN and foreign missions in the Gambia about this direct, unwarranted, and provoked attack from President of the Republic. In due course, I shall submit a formal complaint to all relevant authorities. Meanwhile, I shall continue to fulfill my constitutional rights and duties as a citizen of the country to defend the Constitution and the Republic to the best of my ability. I hereby no grudge or ill will against Adama Barrow nor against any public officials. What I do is to uphold and defend the Constitution in order to ensure that the rights and freedoms of all Gambians remain protected and our needs get fulfilled by the state. That's the only reason for my advocacy. Hence, in the Gambia, government is doing the right things in upholding the Constitution and fulfilling its obligations accordingly. I will have nothing to say other than to comment and encourage them. At least, I have no doubt that while I hold the President responsible for this threat, I also hold the entire cabinet, staff, house officials, his advisors, and his political surrogates, and allies are all complicit in this very serious attack. It is obvious that the President has ill-advised and encouraged by these officials and surrogates to threaten my life, therefore undermining the President by making him to act unconstitutionally. If not, I hope to see any one of them to distance oneself from these unconstitutional remarks and even resign in protest. Time will tell. For the Gambia, my homeland. This is from Madi Jobari.
Gambia, my homeland.
Yes.
I have one comment to make on that.
Okay.
I don't think it's right for the president to just come out and speak on human rights activists. Yeah, it seems that we're going back to where we were, dictatorship, and it also bringing fear in us journalists, because he also talk about us and that we are the people giving him platform to say what he said. Yeah, so I don't think it's right for him to be saying that, because this will bring fear in us journalists, because we are doing our job, and as a leader you used to allow people to hold you accountable. So I don't think it's right for him.
And I think Madi Jobate have all the right to be in any media outlet.
Yeah.
He has the right. Yeah.
So if Madi Jabate wants a media house to give him a platform to say what he wants, obviously we should give him, because he's a citizen. And he has the right to express his freedom of speech. He has the right to criticize the government. He's a citizen. So it's something that is not acceptable to me.
Yeah. Baji, any comment on that?
Yeah, come look at me here. President right now, come look at him. One of the journalists making access to. Kon lu tax ñoom ñu dugal how to call it law bi nga xam ne dafa nekk ci constitution bi boo xam ne dafa baag journalist yi mooy information law boobu. Kon la mooy di reason lu tax ñu def ko ci constitution.
Obviously, because loolu dafa ñëw pour jàppale ñun yëpp ci suñ tas xibaar.
Su gisee ne ñun dañoo kii mu ngi bëgg a asset fitna. Loolu si man nekkul statement boo xam ne pro fanam pour moom mu war koo wax.
foo na bàyyi citizen si boppam ñu xool ndax mu ngi andi fitna wala andi fitna. Moom si boppam is not right pour mu génn si wane kii mu ngi andi fitna.
Loolu dafa ñaaw.
Yeah.
And I saw one post, how not accurate, but according to that, Gambia is ranked as the 5th most yesterday they were celebrating something like freedom of the press.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Anga you mungi blast journalists. Te ñu ngi ko rank Gambia 5th. What I saw Ghanaians complaining because they ranked them 30.
Wow.
Honestly, 30. And
30 and Gambia is
5th.
This Gambia, this small country.
Yes, 5th. Ghana. But I think Mari Jabate suko media house invited. mudem uyulen, that shouldn't be a problem. It's not that we are giving him a platform or something. Why so guy invited, so Mugran guy interview. I don't think there is an issue there. So
I think he should have just left it on the hands of the citizens to decide whether matter is inciting violence in the country or not.
It is what it is like.
Yeah.
Mom. Let's go. And Nigerian man breaks up with ungrateful girlfriend. He was paying 70k naira monthly. A Nigerian man has taken to social media to recount how a friend put his girlfriend on monthly allowance despite the girlfriend's ungrateful attitude. He said that the girl was being paid 70k naira every month for agreeing to date him, and they were together for 4 months. On one occasion, he sent her the money when they were not in talking terms and called to ask if she has received it. She answered informatively without showing the littlest appreciation. The man, however, broke up with her late and got married to someone. He said this guy was paying his girlfriend 70k monthly for agreeing to date him and continue even after 4 months they were in talking terms. The one that busted my brain was when he had to call on phone to ascertain if she had received the money he sent her and see. Sorry about that, you know these gadgets. And she did, but couldn't even say ordinary thank you to my guy. I thought the nigga was under a spell, but I am glad he will dump her punk ass. Okay. He is now married to someone that truly loves and appreciates him for him.
Can you imagine? A girl receiving 70k. Is it 70 or 17k? Just for dating. Because I cannot just understand. Understand.
Exactly. I don't understand this whole thing. Like, who they receive salary. So if you say jabar you know it's okay.
Yeah. But monthly, what pay?
70k.
Just
wow. But terms, I'm not
going to tell me. Maybe I'm not going to the fall. Better mom, someone again a house with all no monthly. So I'm not give and take obviously.
But
known rec. No, didn't they get a on rec? So in fact, I'm in your receipt. So I know I'm not going to some people are just genuine. Some people are genuine. No. We men of today, genuine.
8% bi la wax ñoo ñep di la jox money for free dañ leen di jox dara in return 2% bi mom ñoo ñu mëna am ñoo ci out of their generosity mën nañ ko def
violence suma boys yi violence suma boys
not made of today they cannot just go out of generosity xam na ne obviously ko am na today am
wow
am na today am so
mom di face safar da koy xam rek muy dem okay, to the next one. After my husband paid her 580k for my bride price, he refused to help any of my family members. Nigerian lady cries out. A Nigerian lady identified by Oloho Ukudu narrates how her husband has refused to help her own family members after paying almost 580k bride price. The story was shared by a Twitter user identified as Smart Oditi. The lady is seeking professional advice as the issues bothers her. She wrote, I got married 8 months ago. My hubby earns 70k monthly while I am yet to get a job. During our wedding ceremony, hubby spent about 580k on the list given to him for traditional wedding. I persuaded my parents to reduce this list, but they said it is must and a tradition. He was able to raise the money as I wasn't working and I couldn't help financially. After the marriage, I suggested that he should be sending money something monthly to my parents as he does to send his family to. But to my surprise, the reply he gave me was that he couldn't owe my parents anything that they have collected all they are entitled to from help Nigerianly. She said Nigerianly. Okay. I was not angry about that until my younger brother wanted to get married and his bride family gave him list of things for the traditional wedding which amounted to 400k. My dad has shared the expenses and told my husband to contribute 120k towards my brother's wedding, but to my surprise, my husband said no and told me that my family has collected all the money they wanted during the wedding. Okay. Yes, and ever since then, we have been living like strangers in the house. He does not talk to me and I don't talk to him. Like, I don't understand this one. Go to Musi right am saying Kamala Chela, what a say right am. bu mu demoon pour taka jànxa bi 580k lañ ko charge luñ bagage yuñ list 580k naira ah léegi moom tamit bu mu takkee jànxa bi duy defar jànxa bi famille am dara
ma sànni sama kanam fee
boo digga dañ ko seeral xam nga lu tax góor bi dafa mer parce que gars ñu ko charge lu em ni 580k as a bride price
waaw
gis na situation bi léegi mu dem ba brodam jànxa bi brodam di taka jabar gars yi charge ko 400k imagine te ñoom luñ charge boy bi 580k rakki boy bi ñu ngi ko charge 400k léegi ñu ne pour boy bi dimbale leen boy bi mu ne fa bañ boy bi bañ mu ne parce que moom buñ ko doon lifin bu mu doon taka jabar bi lu gars yi bëggoon yëpp dañ ko jël mu ne ko 580k bi léegi lu dimbale gars yi et puis boy jànq bi daf ko wax ne pour su because 70k la dee am monthly salary pour su yónnee family boy bi mu yónnee montam family boy bi ne du ko def su boy bi mu ngi Nigeria
nga dee déggee lu nekk
yes
waaye family jànq waruñoo expect si moom lu bari
waru because
seen boro bu nangu muy yëpp la soo ko dee poussé nay si man yabaate la moo ñu mujjee assez
that's why here he said something like anything they have collected all they are entitled to from help Nigerianly like xam nga yenn sa daf di am pour sa in-law ngeen a jàppalante su amee financial situation nga dimbali ko waaye ñoom dañ ko overcharge ñu ngi ubbi charge booy bi 580k
dañoo jaay seen doom
waaw dañ ko jaay ba pare kooku noonu la ko gisee daf ko jaay ba pare léegi gars yi ñoo bëgg a kooku nag dimbali leen financial
dimbali mu fay ñoom seen doomu jigéen ba sam
doom bu góor
waaw
kooku bi 400k lañ ko laajte mu ne ba pare daf ko charge mu ne ko yow lii ngay fay 120k ngay fay
so ñoom tam ñu fay loolu
exactly léegi ba pare
still ñoom ñu ngi bëgg a kooku lu ñu
waaw
mu dimbalaat leen ñu fay seen doom góor ca
at least with loo am rek jàppale ñu si déedéet dañ ko charge 120k ngay fay moom tamit ne du ko def te foog naa tam
ak yëpp sax man suma xalaat daal sa goro war na koo toppee dara
déedéet
bàyyi bi moom mu feel like ne nit dafa war a am xel moom su demee ba mu feel like ne waaw dama war a defal lii suma mbokk yi jabar yi war na leen ko defal waaye yéen bu leen ko laaj bu leen ko pression déedéet ak lu mu am alal soo leen defee loolu daf leen di xeeb in a sense ne saa yu nekka su leen ko waxutee sax dina def yenn action yoo xam ne jabaram sax du ko lay wala balaa moo joxe xaalis bi
dafa yëpp jabaram sax
muy wax te dangaa gis ne yooyu nay sut loolu mun na moo cause beneen problème moom moo jabaram kese so balaa loolu nag moom borom moom jantalaat
my man I support you 100% i bee la ray la du leen jaay doomaan leen jaay seen doom téye ko fa ba mu dëgër
ñoom tam nañ dina doomi jàmbur
noonu la ba pare moom 400k rek ñuy lifin te boo leen doon charge nit ki for 580k waxu leen si dara seen time dina ñëw. This is from Niger Celebrity News. This guy was caught early in this morning picking children pampers in Felele, Lokojo. He was thoroughly
picking children pampers.
Yes. He was thoroughly beaten by the students but refused to confess his sponsors. According to him, each pampers cost 1 million and he has 5 in possession. The police came to the scene of the crime and he was taken away by them. To the mothers out there, please protect the pampers used by your children and save them from hands of ritualists. Save the future of the and destiny of the children from the ritualists.
Pampers.
And
they could pampers you haven't using go, but pampers you haven't use. I just can't understand. So, I'm not sure come nañ def anything and everything to get what they want, but I don't understand looy jëfandikoo pampers jàmbur maybe I don't understand. Let's go to the next one.
Bu kenn tayal rek bu jël sa pampers di sànni si mbedd comme
no way am na gis nga yenn yaay sorry to say this but they are very careless. Gis nga yenn say da nga gis xale sa si mbedd mu dowantu moom keena doo gis kenn si mbedd loolu dafa óor si jamono bu métti buñ nekk nii ndax sa doom bi pampers am doo ko def si mbalit soo paree nga sànni ko waaye da nga gis gars ñuy sànni some parents daal
yàlla bu nawet jot nag gis nga nawet su jotee am na yoon yoo xamante ne ndox bi dafa dee jaar nga dee gis ay pampers ba tiit
xam nga lu xew day génne mbalit bi sànni ko
si biir ndox bi
ngelaw bi lii bi ndox bi
di ko yóbbaale te loolu mën naa dem ba si bunti kër jàmbur mu am foofu noonu bàkkaar boobu foo ko jullee
du ma wax Gambien bi daal doomi aadama daal dafa doy waar Okay. This is from Rihanna. Rihanna is this was yesterday. Then I would say was Rihanna was honored at the Met Gala and Vogue with a marble statue in the Metropolitan Museum of Arts in New York. Nobody's above her. She's literally a queen and one of the greatest icons in the world. This is historic. You see this one, the marble, the statue, but Rihanna mom pregnancy bi num ko defé sa mo garaaw yépp daal doxi yaram yi neen la ko def
xam nga lan la dafa pregnant ba gomewu ko
waaw maybe teruta biir
xam nga soo yaagee di ut amuloo soo amee da nga dee foog ne dañ la raw
jeex na dal
so mosu ko experience ay gas loolu moo tax mu nekk di
bo
dañ ko raw
gis nga moom lii la kii leen di tooñ Cardi bi ne Cardi bi moo raakaaju and all waaye Cardi bi biir na fi ba wusin bi moom ci ñaari doomam kenn gisee ko lii Nicki Minaj si boppam biir na ba wusin kenn gisee ko lii waaye Rihanna
ñii kay noonu man ñii seen affaire ma ko dee mën a wax sax génne sa biir noonu ñoom ñoo ko ñemeñ de ñii ñuul yi daal ñeme ñu ko
ñuul yi ñoo fi gën a bon
waaye ñu si wasiné lañ ko dee def nga seen photo studio yëpp ñu dee génnee
non just say Gambia just say
Gambia
Gambien bi moom ak seen bi yëpp amangum nañ kersa xam nga wax amangum nañ parce que ñoom tam ñu ngay ñëw tuuti amangum nañ kersa si loolu waaye Nigeria and Ghana they normally do it so baby bomb and all. Now moving on to this is from Fato Network. Social media is bustling with calls for the arrest of Kausu Yoro, a Gambia resident in India. According to those who want him arrested, he was directly threatening the life and well-being of Madi Jobate, an action which is unacceptable in a democratic society. They also accused Yoro of being a bad social media handler. Meanwhile, Madi Jobate has confirmed that his life is indeed under a threat, but said he will neither apologize nor retract his comments made against Lands Minister Drame. This is what Kausu posted. We will kill Madi and nothing will happen.
Seriously.
Let them for another commission. I don't know what.
Let them form another commission. I think that's what he or she wants to say.
But he wrote, let them for another commission. He will soon be a refugee. How come someone turned himself a hero overnight? What do you think about this whole thing?
Ban Gambia lañ nekk di am léegi. I don't understand the kind of
it's
Gambia we're
worrying.
in right now. It's worrying because ma gis post bi responsible bi commencé na di dem res. Can you imagine nga gis social media di threaten
like directly we will kill Madi and nothing will happen. Like how we have justice here. We have police officers and also bul foog ne you just kill Madi and dara du fa xew.
te lii wax bu mu wax nii lii post bi dem na viral dem na fu nekk te lii Madi mun na ko see show moom because lii mu ko traite daal
li ñoo wax daal mooy don't ever take the law into your own hands. Yeah, so am nañ fi luwaa boo xamante ne képp nga xamante ne xetta na luwaa foofu lañ lay yóbbu ñu def li nga xamante moo ci war so kenn warta teg luwaa si loxoom daal.
Like man sax ma kii lu moo traité ne Madi Jobaate it's
mais bi tamit daf ko amel personally maybe dañu am daf ko amel personally tamit but I don't think maybe président lu ma wala moom nu wax ci président moo tax mu nekk di maybe daf ko amel.
I think it's about the minister of lands Musa Drame the Drame. I think issue boobu mooy because last time I gisoon Madi Jobaate mu ngi post ne kooku mu ne daf ko shoe court and mom told me, okay, it's fine, I will wait. And everything is just crazy right now. Exactly. They said he's Barrow social media handler. Social media handler.
Yeah, man.
Abanta Fereng. Acha. We move into the next one. Use the money you spend on calls to gossip and buy the other and you think Frederic Luna blast actress. The movie star who obviously couldn't stand the offensive smell of the actress, whose name he did not mention during movie shot. On that note, Frederic Luna took to his verified Instagram page to call out respectively and told her to make better use of the money she spends in data for gossiping. Not using deodorant or body spray should be an offensive punishable by law. Use deodorants, especially if you work in tedious and involves a lot of body movement. You can sweat, and when you sweat, you stink. It is not expensive. No matter how low you earn, you can afford it. Use the money you spend on calls to gossip and buy data to visit and buy data to visit gossip blogs on social media to refreshen yourself and smell good, so you don't kill your colleagues and co-workers. That was. Okay.
This is too much.
It is, but we still move. It is not expensive. No matter how low you earn, you can afford it. Use the money you spend on calls. I think I read that. Okay. After the post, some of his colleagues attested to his claims, while some laughed over it. Recall that Frederic Luna has questioned the essence of PVC, Permanent Voters Card, ahead of the much anticipated 2023 general elections in Nigeria.
2023.
Why in Frederic mo defantel?
Meeting at all.
Meeting
Meeting
comments.
Celebrity gossip.
How waji kan la mu ne nga bay gossip bi you buy deodorant. Wow.
Yeah, you buy deodorant and then so you can smell good. So
honestly, they will go extra mile for just to
Bali si bere jaha dañ de won hewni. Story la have explain ko because they want me to go to the news my head. So mo mu ngi tok mu am ku tok ci kanam mo xaritam ñoo tok. Gay koku toge da dikata ñom ñi ngi bayel koku meko bambe ak musoram bi. Koku dem rek bu koku joge dem rek kaga mu ñëw wasi kanama. Rek mu ko wasi xaritam bi xol ko rek gay xolante gay re bu xaritam bi ne ñu wasi meko bi ci paré ñu wasi musor bi. Mo ton mo wala ñi mu ne ko ne wasi meko ba wasi musor mu ne wa hakay gossip.
Yeah. Gambian bi jigen si bopam moto ñu ne la gis nga jigen bu ñew ne la amal na la gossip ana na la gossip mu ne lo munti def bay ko deglu
gossip tamit daf ko jar ba ci xew tam yeen setlu len li yeb ba dafa ma ngi
est-ce que xam nga am na ñaam dañu dem xew pour seetlu pour ut lu ñoo wax
pour seetlu
waaw pour suñu déggee ut lu ñoo wax
amuñ jëriñ comme ko ki waxee rek bala nga jëna diita
nga dem jëna ko spray dina ko cuuraay
nga xeñ ne
hanga lu li de wax num tuda sosé alal fo nga daxandi Gambian bi ak jigen in general sa mo bëgg gossip ñu ne jigen su daw sé ñoo ne la amal na la gossip déglu ko parce que xamulo lu mu def ba amal la gossip bobu no ñeneen dañoo taw ci fence def lu nekk
am bu ma so ñe bëgg
c'est la bi di la xéssé
bay ma
bëgg déglu gossip
abi mbula. Okay, this is from African Princess. This is for African Princess James Brown. I am back to change Nigeria's mentality, James Brown said as she arrived in Nigeria. The Princess of Africa, popularly known as James Brown, has made her trip back to Nigeria successfully, and according to her, she said she is here for a very important project. That is why she decided to drop down to Nigeria for some few days, but she is finally here, so she is back for her fans and followers in Nigeria. The reason why she made her tour to London was to go and further her education so that she can be able to achieve more in life, and she is really happy to be in London. She even confirmed that she likes the hospitality of her class. Just 24 hours she arrived in London, she began to teach fans and followers some few correct pronunciations she learned within that 24 hours. It has been 24 hours now, and news are going around that the Princess of Africa is back, but it was not properly confirmed. But she finally confirmed it by posting an arrival video of her, and she is finally back to Nigeria, where she was born and grown. Okay. And that's it, yes. That's it. James Brown dal mo dafa ñëw pour defante ak uncle but I don't know why they are using the CC. Why are they using the CC?
Yeah, mo ko na jigen nga ko wax sax.
Oui jigen. I'm talking about.
Mën na num ñëwé parce que mën na am jikko num ñëwé dafa jigen.
Dafa change bopam.
Nekkal di jigen.
Jigen. Comme Bob Risky.
Oh, okay.
Gis lo mu tuddé bopam African Princess.
Jigen la mu ton ko
bopam goor
la mu ton wax jigen
waaw
go mu ton wax jigen
waaw
so du na bëgg ñu wax ko si kon
bobu risque na lo def ko daal
waaye lo graw la
okay yow
ko full she de wala
no
ni ko kay
no it's a he. Amie, why are you taking part?
No, I'm not taking part because that's what she wants.
She.
Okay.
She.
Okay, take your he, I take my she.
Okay, now moving to the next one. A cry for help from a desperate man who impregnated his girlfriend's mother but actually didn't mean to do so.
Wow.
Like I said, nothing
That's
goes
wrong.
Yes. My name is Elvis.
I don't get comment for this one.
You must comment too.
Comment lan. Lu ñëw comment.
Bàyyi ma read ba pare di ngeen comment.
Okay, read su ma amee comment.
You have to.
Okay.
My name is Elvis. Please, I need you to look at this situation that I have found myself and tell me if I'm wrong. I got a house for my girl out of my parents' house just because I wanted us to have our privacy before we get married. I am always going there to spend the night most times, and she did not tell me that her mother is very young and beautiful, a single mother. But one day I went to our house and she introduced me to her mom. The mom really liked me, but I don't know if that's not just like but love. One day my girl was on night shift in the hospital where she works, and her mom called around 3:30 and told me that I should come this one and told me that I should come to his house as he wants to see me before she goes back. I came and she told me she is bored and that I should spend the night with her and stay till my girl is back in the morning so we can both take her to the park to return to Asaba. I agreed, and at night she woke me up from a chair and asked me to join her in bed. My heart skipped, but she said she just don't want me to have neck pain by sleeping on the chair till morning. I followed her to the bed, and in less than 5 minutes she has taken off my wrapper and was with me under the blanket. I understood what she wanted, and by looking at her bare body, I was already in the mood. So I slept with her like 3 times before morning, and I even enjoyed her more than her daughter. When she left, my girlfriend was angry that I slept the night in our house with her mom without telling her, but I told her it was her mom's idea and that I did not complain since her mom told me that I would stay till after she got back from work. I lied to her that nothing happened. That's a mistake. Her mom called me after last Christmas and told me that she was pregnant for me and that should tell my girl so that her daughter can look for another man. The woman wants to marry me.
No, I don't get that.
I will still continue. It shocked me.
The woman wants to marry who?
Yes. I will take that.
No,
I will even take that back for you to understand.
No, yeah, take it
I will take it back. I will start it from there. Let's go. Her mom called me after last Christmas and told me that she was pregnant for me and we will tell my girl that her daughter can look for another man. The woman wants to marry me. The woman wants to marry me. Yes, take that point, we move. My girl is aware now and she is causing me, threatening my life. But is it my fault? Please, I'm confused. You are confused of what? How?
Confused. You're confused.
How?
You're confused whether you let the woman marry you or you marry the girl. Yeah,
I'll be serious for once.
If I confuse scenario,
like it's very unfair. Like how can a mother stoop so low? How? But I think there is something left about this story. It might be Muneka stepdaughter or whatever, but
but is in this world of ours
nothing is impossible. Nothing. Hey,
yeah. Imagine koku non mu ñew yow nga def dara koku ben ay
bien bi dafa yaga di cross koku nonu.
I know.
Yeah. Dafa yaga di cross koku nonu.
But that's very unfair. Sa dom. Ba pare nga ñew wax koku ne for that pour mu dem uti benen goor mom dafa sey ak yow. Mom rusuta ibi gem ñam so muy wax lolu non.
Billahi.
So and
dafa sey ak mom daf ko taka.
Yeah,
daf ko taka la wax di wax daf ko sey dafa sey ak mom ne.
Like
this is the 21st century. This is 21st century so
bu kana la ni ak ni ngeen waxtaan sey ni sa goor yoni. Legi nak things dafa ton kon teewul we fa ton.
Everything is possible.
Okay. Comment dina len jël xaliss.
Nga dem jël xaliss. Wax na la nga gëna ci ay mbiram. Wax na nga gëna ci ay mbiram.
Why bobu after len ko gëna discuss.
Okay guys, we will go for a short break. After the break, we will bring our topic of discussion, so stay tuned.
How to support LSTV1. Become a monthly subscriber. Click the subscribe button on top of the page to subscribe. Benefits include subscriber badge displayed next to your comments, exclusive content, posts, videos, and photos only subscribers can see, exclusive broadcasts only accessible to LSTV1 subscribers. Be a part of a private LSTV1 subscriber group by subscribing now.
Okay guys, welcome back. If you are just joining us, you are watching the Good Morning Gambia. So with me, your host Ousainou Darboe, and my two co-hosts Amie Fadera and Bajen Camara.
Welcome back, guys.
Yes.
Bajen
moo di mag yi bàyyi wala rakam ay waay yéen li ëpp na weeru ko jena wala di ñëw ambiance
ambiance
do boko
no na tachu
we'll start with Bajen. Bajen will give us something.
Okay, comme story sport bi Sénégal lu leen FIFA sanctionné lu leen di waaj a sanction si loolu laa bëgg comme ni ki ñu waxtaan jëri Mohamed Salah incident na bu mu amoon si World Cup bi buñ ko doon play gis nañ ne égyptien yi buñ demee si seen stade bi Egyptian yi buñ demee ci seen stade bi gars di wàcca dañ xamoon a am foofu tuuti issue ñeena yi comme si ñu ko déggee ci ñeena yi Mohamed Salah bu mu eegee ci field bi doon play penalty shoot la doon am dafa amoon yenn xaleli sénégalais yi toog ci kaw stage bi di use ay touch di ko def ci kanamam bi te loolu pictures yi ñu ngi sàkkuleetoon fu nekka ñëpp gis nañ ko so loolu dafa nekk loo xam ne it's not fair pour nga gis ay nit ñu ñëw play seen dëkka loo xam ne lu mel ni World Cup ñu ñëw war koo play foofu noonu ñoo ñu wàcc seen dëkka di fa play ngeen di def façon yooyu noonu daal yéen noo leen gisee loolu noonu Sénégal lu tax lu leen dugal ci yooyu daal seen xale yi ciitin boobu noonu
man daa nga football daa xamu ci lu bari waaye dégg naa ne égyptien yi ñoo ko njëkkee def
dégg nga ne
where
do you base that
I said I don't know I said dégg naa Amie Fadera leave me alone I said dégg naa
no I just want facts
okay this is dégg naa
okay
this is dégg naa ne
okay
égyptien yi ñoo ko startoon but I even saw a video foo xamante ne égyptien yi ñu doon like kind of mock Sadio Majo yu ku bokkoo ko Sadio Majo
Sané Majo
Sadio Majo def si bakkenam bi
ko lay def ko jar Sané Majo yaa jël combat bi teg ci bakkenam
kon issue bi dafa nekkoon loo xam ne lu yàgg la
waaw
so dafa mel ni Sénégal ñu ngi revenge
waaw
leen defoon
waaye xam nga ku nekk ni seen gos moo feeñ because FIFA ñoom lañ bëgg a sanction si fii nii ñi ngi wax ne sanction bi dinañ leen ko def right now
and they have to pay. I saw something like they have to pay 100 and something thousand. This is we are talking about dollars, not what safer.
ñoom la affect.
Yes, this one video, big guy. Those people were kind of mocking Sadio Majo.
Okay, Sadio Majo.
Yes,
Sadio Majo.
Yes, they were kind of mocking Sadio Mane, but. Comme na ko waxee rek égyptien yi seen boss moo feeñ ba pare man sama bopp I was kind of angry like the green light but what I mean because Mohamed Salah bu mu kikoon man doo seetaan match bi fii bu mu kigee bool bi it was like I was like bool bi fu moo dem
Mohamed Salah lu moo def
jëlewul pause bi parce que light bi téye na bët yi ba pare xamul lu moo def
te loolu picture si dafa wane ne clearly kii dee boobu bu doon supérité bi gisut and they are so lucky ne gars waxuñu play one match bi or ñu disqualify gars they are lucky but like dañ si war a bàyyi xel football moom football rek la it's a game you either lose or you win nekko si incident yi Mohamed Salah bi la du gis nañ Afrique si boppam ñu ngi defee seen replay
even suñu local football yi sax dañ ko lay gis
ni ñu traité yenn country si football it's not fair yow sa bopp comme danga ko dee xam boo xam nga comme ni kii football fédération bi si boppam comme FIFA mu nekk di wax nii right now xam nga sanction nañ Sénégal si lii waaye lu tax bu ko Égypte defee mu delluwuñ si ñoom di seen penalty mu dal Égypte xam nga dalul leen which means ñoom tam dañu war a gën a bàyyi seen xel comme ni ñoo tegee nit ñi
dafa tani seen image bi sax
waaw dafa tani seen image yi football bi lii game boo xam ne la ñëpp a ko war a enjoy. so
jarut yenn yi so ku yàlla dogal ne dangay gagné rek danga gagné so jarut nga jël lampa di ko jam ci kooku noonu comme Ousmane ma nekk di jamee caméra bi nii nga jël ko jam ko noonu.
na nekk rek ñëpp enjoy ko.
yeah really nekkul si comme nu ma ko waxee si Egypte ak Sénégal seen lifin gis nañ si yeneen lifin football match yi luñ dee def referee last time I was watching a video gis referee bi ngay dóor ko xaw ma ne gémmiñ bi leen toj Gambia fii laa la wax am like how the referee bi liggéeyam la nekk di def you have a complaint they have a body go and lodge your complaint. No, that's what I'm saying. Then they're biased. So guy biased. There's a body. There's a governing body. Go and lodge your complaint. Why you bring ko def de? Dinañ la door nga bëgg a dee. Xoolal like kooku yeneen saa nekk referee
abusive words yëpp dinañ ko use sa kaw.
Andu ika birika mon ko le toku ya woto. Ousmane Camara bu ma jël si de lu ma déggalaa ka di wax lu ma gis de. Okay.
Ousmane Camara. Ousmane ma time bi léegi tey.
Waaw.
Dafa mel ni suñu caméraman ba ñu bëgg a alaat ne time
bi jot na. Yeah, so Bajen, you can start with your closing remark.
Okay, so ñu ngi tàggatoo ak yéen ba ëllëg si seen Good Morning Gambia show comme ni ñu leen ko dee defalee rek man maa leen dee jox sport updates yi kii moom jox leen what's on the internet hot topics yi kele woon jox leen newspaper review so Ousainou delloo naa la ko.
Thank you Amie Fadera.
Thank you so much ñu jaajëfal leen bu baax a baax jaajëfal ñi nga xamante ñoo la bokkal plateau bi jaajëfal suñu caméraman bu ñaawul bi Ousmane Diallo Fadera Bajen Camara jaajëfal bu baax a baax si liggéey bi rafet bi ngeen célébré ñu jaajëfal leen bu baax a baax wax leen rek jox leen dig daje ba suba ci waxtu bi inshallah ñu ñëwaat andiwaat leen beneen Good Morning Gambia show ci newspaper review andilaat leen li nga xamante ne nag mooy what's on the internet hot gist ki nga xamante ne nag ñoo nekk di am si internet bi surtout foofu ci réewu Nigeria moom moo ñu dee entertain parce que ñoo dee andi lu nekk parce que dañuy imagine nit ko xamante dafay jël ay pampaasi xale xam nga lu mu ko dee yàlla nga xam waaye tamit dañuy andi li nga xamante ne tamit mooy ci wàllum tàggat yaram mu di football loolu yëpp doon na li nga xamante ne nag fii rek lay amee ci LSTV bi rek mooy Good Morning Gambia so rek moo leen mën a andil bu newspaper bi andi leen entertainment andi leen li nga xamante ne nag mooy sports update wax ne topp leen ko ba beneen yoon ba suba inshallah.
Yéen li neex na de bëgguma sax mu jeex waaye lu neex du doy foog mu jeex daal foog mu jeex lu neex du doy waa guys. Okay guys, this is all we have for you in this episode of the Good Morning Gambia. So see you tomorrow, the same time, the same TV station. Yes.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye for now. Bye bye.